So apparently, they're working on a Code Veronica remake and RE0 remake. And I'm only talking about this because that other guy also said something. If it was just Dusk Golem, I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have talked about it. But yeah, I think this is gonna be legit because from what I've heard, this guy Andy Robinson is sort of legit. So if he says this is true, then yeah, it's possible. And also I don't believe the Resident Evil 1 remake rumors. I just don't. So, and then he at the end it says, I think he was going to get out whether I was the one who said it or not, so that it doesn't say much more. So they're working on these two remakes. I mean, I like the idea of a Resident Evil 0 remake, even though I don't like that is Modern Capcom that is doing it. They'll probably find a way to fuck it up. But honestly, as long as they add co-op, online co-op, and they make the story more interesting, because honestly, Zero's story is not interesting. Like, the original game has no purpose. Like, it doesn't really add anything much more to the story of the franchise. Its only contribution to the overall narrative is that you see who actually created the T-virus, but other than that, it's a pointless game, honestly. It could have been much more interesting. Also, in terms of enemies, the enemies in that game are really not that interesting, so I hope this is something they fix in the remake. But the problem is that I don't trust Modern Capcom when it comes to the story and the writing of these games. But if they can manage to make a decent online co-op experience, yeah, I mean, it would be worth it probably to remake it. And as far as Code Veronica, I don't care, because they will probably change everything about the game. So what's the point of a remake? What's the point of making a remake that changes everything? Because they will change everything about the game. Especially some of the subplots that probably wouldn't fly today. Especially because Modern Capcom is too paused to actually touch on controversial topics. So I just don't see them doing justice to a Code Veronica remake. It's probably gonna be another mediocre remake that barely has anything to do with the original, like Resident Evil 3 remake. So, but yeah, and I also think he said that Resident Evil 9 is not coming out next year. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Capcom is done. Capcom, they just keep remaking these fucking games. Zero creativity. And their new games are They are okay. I also legit believe Resident Evil 9 will not be a good game. I'm almost sure about it, because I just don't have faith in Modern Capcom. But I mean, I'll take a Resident Evil 0 remake with online play, because why not? It could be a fun experience. Because the only co-op experience horror-based co-op experience we had in the franchise was Outbreak, but I was never able to play Outbreak online. So yeah, Resident Evil 0 could actually be interesting in that sense. I actually did say this in one of my previous videos as well, that Resident Evil 0 needed a remake way more than Resident Evil 1. So yeah. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.